Yes, this picture right here is real, but getting there was not easy. I'm going to tell you the crazy story on how I met Miranda Cosgrove. It all started off when I was in Europe, and MrBeast sent me a message. MrBeast tells me that he's going to put 50 YouTubers in a box and see what happens. And it's MrBeast, so hell yeah, I'm gonna show up. I heard some other creators flew out in private jets. I didn't get a private jet. As I arrive, I find out that I'm actually losing my voice. Now, I don't know what caused this, but all I'm saying is, in this picture with 50 YouTubers, I'm standing next to Pokimane. A few days later, posted a story where she was positive for COVID. Some may say I'm blaming Pokimane, and you're 100% right, and that's why my voice sounds like ass, so I'm very sorry about that. And then I end up getting in a black SUV, and in that black SUV, I get offered water, I get offered snacks, I get offered everything in the world. I get all the way to the hotel, and immediately, I'm greeted by a box of gifts. Just look at this clip.
I've just made it to the hotel, and there's a big box, it says Quackity on it, and then a bunch of cool presents. AirPods, and is this like a Game Boy? Pop-Tarts, okay. And a hoodie. This is a box, and inside are a ton of chocolates. More chocolates, there's a lot of chocolate. And yes, a lot of chocolate. Okay. And then we have Jaden Animations mug. That's sick. And then is this, I thought that was weed for a second. Okay, cool.
At this point, MrBeast has practically shown us the amount of production that's going into this. So no, I am not missing the shoot, and the next day, I'm getting ready. But the next morning, I wake up, and we have uniforms. Our uniforms have our names in the front, and our subscriber count in the back, and I go downstairs. And this is the absolute introvert fucking nightmare. There are so many YouTubers in this hotel lobby. There are huge names here, probably the biggest creators of the entire world. And the MrBeast team says, everyone, get ready. It's time to hop in the bus. Now, this seems suspicious because MrBeast could have crashed this bus and all of YouTube is gone. That's it. All creators is absolutely gone at that point. And I start walking into the bus and I sit down next to the person I hate the most, Schlatt.
We are in MrBeast right now.
I'm gonna sneak a 12,000 lumen flashlight into the recording.
Everyone is here. Everyone. All right. See you guys later.
This bus is pretty adorable. They're listing out our names like it's a school field trip. It's actually the greatest thing ever.
Big Star?
Yeah.
Laserbeam?
Here.
Slot?
Here.
Quackity?
Yeah.
If I butcher your name, I'm so sorry.
Now begins a 20-minute bus ride, and we go into one of MrBeast's massive fucking studios. And there are a ton of lockers, and we're here for about a good 2 hours before the shoot even began. But before all this started and before our big journey begins, the MrBeast crew made sure to keep us fed. There's actually video of me eating with Moist Critical narrating it in the background.
Oh, look at that. That's a big boy bite. Getting big and strong for the MrBeast contest. Oh, yes. He doesn't even realize he's eating Feastables chicken.
Feastables chicken.
Yeah.
We're gonna launch this November.
That's coming out. This is the prototype. Man, that was a lot of effort for a little bit of skin. Wow.
By this point, I feel like absolute ass, and it's all Pokimane's fault. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The moment you walk into any of these rooms that MrBeast has, they have the AC blasted, and my voice is absolutely deteriorating at an extent I have never felt in my life.
I'm ready. I'm fitted up. Yo, he's ready.
Now, all 50 YouTubers start walking towards this cube. Everyone nicely formed into a line into the death cube. And as soon as we walk in, there's a chest with Miranda Cosgrove. I'm kidding. No, it's not Miranda Cosgrove, but it's a chest full of goddamn money.
We have officially started a challenge. I am laying in a lot of money. There is incredibly a lot of bacteria just floating in money. Money is one of the most disgusting things ever. We're gonna try and survive and have a good time. And I just realized the tall people could fucking grab me and just get me out in a fucking second.
And of course, the very first instinct of every YouTuber ever is to lay down in this huge pile of money, which, by the way, is probably not good for your health at all. But I just know that I'm here for the long haul, and I'm not gonna give up, and I'm ready for this shit. This picture right here, this is the objective. Now, after that, we're told that there is a line we can't cross, and this is not fake at all.
All right, so the strat right now is gonna be very simple. I don't know much about alliances or anything like that, but I want to grab one person that speaks a different language. I'm seeing a lot of people that are on the ground they're having a hard time kind of like conversating with others. So I want to make sure to try and figure that out.
But my first instinct is to help my fellow brethren, the Hispanic creators. And my second first instinct is to make the very first MrBeast border. We also started writing the word Spanish with the dollar bills so that people would really realize that this was for real. And then suddenly, of course, there's people who just walked over and I'm like, what are you doing? Go away, you're American. This is a border.
It's the very first MrBeast border, baby. Let's go.
Can I hop on?
Yeah, hop on.
And I had a lot of fun with that, and I felt really safe until MrBeast comes in with these massive porta potties destroying my border. It was the worst experience I think I've ever had in my life.
Boo! Boo!
And he's made it very clear that he's running for president soon. Maybe this is one of his policies. As soon as all this starts happening, they start moving away the big ass chest of money and they bring out the first challenge, which is Cybertruck basketball. They bring out a basketball court and there's 10 different Cybertrucks on the side. They're saying that if we go outside and we score a basketball, one of our fans can take a Cybertruck home with them.
I don't.
The fan gets to drive home the Cybertruck.
If I shoot,
If you shoot,
I win.
yeah.
Car, but if
No,
I miss,
no, it's for a fan. It's for a fan, man.
So fortunately, I didn't take this challenge on because I'm actually not leaving on the first day. That was actually one of my main goals, was to not be the first to leave. And other people did mess up. Mark Rober, the package stealer killer, the fucking assassinator. After that challenge is over, you realize that this is for reals and MrBeast is actually getting rid of people. I still didn't know what I was fighting for. I didn't know that there was a light at the end of the tunnel and that I still yet was to meet Miranda Cosgrove, which was the main focus of all this. There's a lot happening at this point. People are just talking to each other.
Shit. Zoom into those two. Jimmy let lovers into the cube with us?
That's bullshit.
They love each other. How is this fair?
Yeah, I just...
The power of love? Maybe we'll make them.
Maybe that's a challenge. That is a challenge.
MrBeast comes in and says there's a part 2 to the challenges. But before we get into that, let's talk about these fucking abominations, the porta potties. They are not what you might expect from MrBeast. No, these are actual porta potties. And it was one of the most miserable experiences ever. Capturing the smell of every past YouTuber that literally went in there. Zero privacy on the porta potties, but you know what? I'll accept it because today I get to meet Miranda Cosgrove. Now, before the next game starts, I'm going to give you a little bit of context. The Hispanic speakers were me, Rubius, Ibai, Spreen, and Fede. We were the 5 Hispanic speakers left by this point. MrBeast says we need to get in teams of 5. I figured, okay, I'm gonna go with my team of all Hispanic speaking creators. But for some reason, my friend Ibai says, hey, what if we just make Quackity the leader? And out of nowhere, everyone said yes. So now I'm the team captain, and now I can't be killed during this challenge. Turns out this challenge is a goddamn Squid Game cookie challenge. And the only one safe, of course, is a team leader. The worst part about this is that I have to choose who gets which cookie. I said, I'm not gonna choose for you. I said, hey, choose a number from 1 to 9. And everyone chose their numbers. Whoever got 1 got the easiest cookie. Whoever got 9 got the fucking umbrella.
I got chosen as a team captain, and now they're gonna do the Squid Game cookie challenge. Dude, I'm worried about Ibai specifically, because I can tell he's shaking a little. I think everyone's got a good strat in the team, but Ibai specifically is... No, no.
I got it. It's really disgusting. Don't look at it.
Failure from my team, I think just, bro, it was the worst thing ever. I feel so fucking bad. This fucking sucks, man.
And at the end of the day, of course, Fede, because he got the hardest cookie, he's now out the competition. Many would call me a fucked up guy, and I don't agree. I fucking don't agree. Don't fucking make me feel bad about that.
Quackity, how many people did you let down?
I let down one person, Fede. He got the umbrella and it was tough. Yeah.
But he's still eliminated. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Fede.
It's okay, bro.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You're not mad at me? It's okay, man. All right.
This was devastating. No one was celebrating. This was the absolute worst moment. Everyone was spitting on their cookies, threading the line. Some were breaking theirs. Some were doing really good. Some succeeded. It was a terrible experience. And after that, you can tell things started getting a little awkward, a little quiet. MrBeast comes with a surprise. Porta potties again. fuck off.
Probably 5 hours in, I'm sleeping here for the rest of the day.
Now, before the next game starts, I'm going to give you a little bit of context. At this point, it gives us more time to mingle with other creators and to talk to other creators. And there was this one creator from Brazil called Enaldinho. Enaldinho is this massive Brazilian creator, and he only speaks Portuguese. Now, I ran a Minecraft server called QSMP where I had Brazilian creators in it. And having practiced a little bit of my Portuguese back in the day, I decided it was going to be my objective to help Enaldinho and also tell him and explain him all the instructions. As of now, everyone in the cube is absolutely losing their minds. Some of them started playing Simon Says.
Simon says, touch the ground with both your hands. Oh, you get up.
At this point, I look at Ibai. He's absolutely energy dead. And the good thing at this point is that we were finally fed. Every few hours, he'd come in with these carts of food, get with our friends, and we start having food. You can actually see us having a good time, just like sitting down like it's a school, just eating, having a nice little meal. They kept the food of everyone who was already out of the competition, because we could just go ahead and grab plates of food of like exterminated people. But I was hungry as hell, so I was gonna do it. Hell, if they didn't bring us food, we'd have to kill someone and eat their limbs. That's just the reality. I'm sorry. After this, MrBeast walks in and says, everyone get in pairs. Thinking that we're gonna work in pairs, I feel like I want to choose someone who I can work together with. I know Enaldinho, my brand new friend. I'm gonna pair up with him and play whichever challenge continues. At this point, MrBeast walks in with a huge fucking Jenga set and says, you are now gonna play Jenga with each other. I had a contraband phone which had access to internet, and I started looking up for his videos. He has videos where he says, I'll shave my head if I lose this Jenga game. Now I'm playing with the fucking Jenga master. I shot myself in the foot by being a nice person. Now I'm playing with the fucking Jenga master. That is possibly one of the most jarring moments of my life. At this point, and after the first round that was with KSI,
No fucking shot.
at this point, and after the first round, they're bringing smaller Jenga sets. What about the pity win, right? I was trying to get the pity win. I'm like, oh, Enaldinho, you're good at Jenga. I'm bad at Jenga. And Enaldinho says, no. Doesn't matter how much I begged. Enaldinho was in it to win it. He was not going to let me win Jenga at all. I started walking around the entire cube, just letting everyone know that I was officially fucked.
I've never fucking played Jenga. I'm playing a Brazilian guy who happens to have a fuck ton of Jenga videos on his channel.
Bro, it's the worst case scenario.
He's like, okay, listen, I'm gonna play to win. He says that, but also I'm tired. I miss my family, so let's see.
That's your best bet.
I might.
Logan is a huge Jenga player, so he was giving me actual good advice. He was just rooting for me the entire way through. So shout out to Logan Paul. He's an absolute treasure. If Enaldinho is not going to let me win, then I'm going to try my absolute best to play. The moment we started playing, I realized I was screwed. Enaldinho was moving the pieces with such meticulous manner. Veins would pop out of his head when he would move a piece. He was so precise with all his piece moving. We didn't even speak for the first 3 hours. It was that intense. And we played and we played and we played, and there came a moment where I was done. My Jenga tower was done. I started moving it. I started balancing it. I pulled the wrong piece and it's over. I spent probably 10 minutes balancing that tower. Everyone around us had finished playing, but it was only me and Enaldinho. Look at everyone around us and how precisely they're looking at us. I thought it was the end. Enaldinho was cheering. He's like, you're out, pal. Get the hell out of my game, he said. I turn to Enaldinho and I say, Enaldinho, let's rock, paper, scissors it. So I'm looking at that piece. I got a little shit in my pants. But because it was my turn and not his, Enaldinho says, no. I said, Enaldinho, wait. I'm gonna be Miranda Cosgrove, and you're not gonna take that away from me. And it was the most intense Jenga of my life. And so Enaldinho now turns to me and says, let's rock, paper, scissors.
A little bit. You want to do it? Straight up?
And I say, muito tarde, which in Portuguese means too late. So after a few minutes of literally just balancing the tower, it balances, and I'm still in the game.
No. Ain't no fucking way.
MrBeast sat down there and said, get this over with. It's late. I literally look at MrBeast and I say, I'm gonna take my sweet ass time. Hours and hours in, after 5 to 6 hours of Jenga, Enaldinho makes a move And that's it. He knocks the tower.
No! 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 Mano, mano, mano. Oh my fucking god.
After 5 hours of Jenga, I am victorious. This was a life-changing experience. Shout out to Enaldinho, but I had to do it to you. You are the Jenga master, and I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid. That night, MrBeast brings in the creator beds where we can finally sleep for the night. I was thinking about what a life-changing experience that Jenga game was, because I set myself to something and I vowed to never give up, and then it was bedtime.
Just woke up, and as you can tell, my voice is really, really fucked up. We spent the whole night here, slept in beds. But someone in the studio had to set the fucking air to like maybe 1 degree Celsius and Fahrenheit. Doesn't matter what you count with. Now my voice is even more fucked. Also, I went through something called adrenaline. Spent 6 hours in a Jenga game, and I won. That's crazy.
The next game starts, and fucking Howie Mandel walks in.
Nobody. Howie Mandel. What the hell? Howie!
And Howie Mandel has a game for us. Basically, someone goes on top of the podium, and whichever briefcase they choose has eliminated or safe. If the briefcase says safe, he somehow has to convince the other person that the briefcase says eliminated. Jaden Animations calls me up to the podium when it's her turn, and then fabricates these facial expressions to make me think that the briefcase says eliminated. And I get Nico.
Oh, you took out Sketch.
Now, why did I call him Nico? Because Nico actually got Sketch out. During the Squid Game cookie game, Nico gave Sketch the umbrella. So it didn't work, and I get a briefcase that says eliminated, and my ass is off the show.
Good luck to everyone. Bye, everyone. It was so fun. So we're out. How'd you get out?
Jenga, bro. There was nothing I could do. Like, I did everything I needed to do. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. AJ, well played, bro. Grabbed him, ran out with him. Good to see you, bro. Always, man.
It was a fucking pleasure seeing you. Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone is sitting in a living room that has 2 big TVs, and we find out there's a cooking challenge. And in this cooking challenge, there's 3 judges: Mr. Chestnut, Mr. Speed, and Mrs. Cosgrove. I knew this was the moment. Whatever she did, which was most likely fly back home, I decided that it was my one shot. The cooking challenge was over. I rushed into the studio backstage. I said, Carl, I want to meet Miranda Cosgrove. He says, let's try this. We're gonna stage that we just walked into her. I think I know where she is. I'm like, Carl, are you serious? He's like, yes, we're gonna stage that we're walking into her. Me and Carl are walking. I stumble upon, I say, oh, aren't you Miranda Cosgrove? I said, you are my childhood. I said, Miranda, please take a picture with me. Carl Jacobs gets behind the camera, ka-ching, and we get this moment. And now we're best friends. Even if she doesn't know it, me and Miranda Cosgrove are the greatest friends ever. Well, because of MrBeast, I was able to meet Miranda Cosgrove. That is my story. And God bless the United States of America.